President Trump's legal team is offering a preview of their plan for defending the president during tomorrow's impeachment trial in the Senate. The president's team today filed a legal brief saying the charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress are not impeachable offenses. Now, before the trial does get going, the Senate will have to vote on the rules that will be followed during the trial, on a very contentious issue. The ability of Colorado's 2 U.S. senators to be impartial jurors in the impeachment trial has been coming into question.
Political specialist Sean Boyd joins us now to talk a little more about this. And Sean, you talked to Senators Bennett and Gardner. President Trump plays into both of their elections.
Right. Bennett, a Democrat, is running for president. Gardner, a Republican, running on the same ticket as the president. It's hard to imagine electoral politics doesn't play into the trial. Gardner faces maybe the toughest re-election in the country and is under fire from both sides for not saying how he plans to vote. He told me what will play into his decision. Both he and Bennett say they are committed to fairness. Despite taking an oath to remain impartial, many senators have already weighed in on the president's guilt or innocence. Colorado's Republican Senator Cory Gardner says he wants to hear from both sides first, and Democrats and Republicans have attacked him for it.
Everybody wants to know exactly where we are and how I'm going to vote and how this is going to happen. But, you know, we have a trial. Colorado's
Democratic Senator Michael Bennett says while he thinks the president is guilty, he's also keeping an open mind.
This is the opportunity for him to present witnesses that would exonerate him if such witnesses exist, and I certainly would listen to their testimony.
But most Republicans want to block witnesses.
It seems crazy to conduct something called a trial that doesn't have any witnesses or evidence, and I think that's where we'll end up. Sean, I'm optimistic, actually.
Gardner says he's considering evidence and precedents first.
You know, I'm not going to participate in a trial by Twitter, but what I am going to do is study the deposition of witnesses that were taken during the impeachment in the House. I'm going to study what happened in Andrew Johnson's hearing, what happened in Bill Clinton's trial.
Regardless of the verdict, Gardner and Bennett say what matters is that it's grounded in the rule of law.
If our commitment to that falls apart, our checks and balances fall apart, and our democracy is at risk.
And that's why this impartiality is so important. That's why getting this right and the fairness of our trial is so critically important.
Again, the trial starts tomorrow. Colorado Congressman Jason Crow is one of the trial managers or prosecutors. Neither Gardner nor Bennett will be able to ask questions directly, but they will be able to submit written questions at some point. Because Republicans control the Senate, I think a lot of people think, it's a given that the president will be acquitted. Senator Bennett told me he does not think it's a foregone conclusion. He thinks there will be Republicans who will come along and even vote against the president in this. And Gardner is certainly one of those potential swing votes.
All right, we'll see, won't we? Starts tomorrow. All right, thank you.